Welcome to the Upstairs Lounge, Bloomfield, New Jersey. Come and join us for a smoke. Whatever we do. Today, we are going to be having a glass of wine and talking about cigars. So, let's start with wine. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice to have you here, Chauncey.
Pleasure to be here.
Okay, cigars are simple and yet a little bit confusing. There's a lot of different varieties, there's different shapes, there's different leaves, or leaves, however you want to call it. There's different ways to cut them and light them and smoke them and also hold them. A lot of people don't even know how to hold a cigar, but we're going to start simple and explain a few things. I have two cigars here. These cigars have 4 attributes that most cigars have. For example, this cigar here has a rounded cap. Okay, it's a normal cigar with a rounded cap, and it also has a light Connecticut shade wrapper. So this is a very light, smooth cigar. Okay, this cigar is a torpedo. If you can see it on the camera, you see it has a pointy top like the shape of a torpedo, and this is a dark wrapper known as a Maduro. For people who like a stronger, denser smoke, a Maduro is the way to go. I personally like a torpedo with a Maduro wrapper. You get a lot of smoke, and I like the way the end cuts and feels in my mouth. Chauncey likes a lighter cigar, so I got him that one. Okay, how to cut a cigar. A lot of people don't know, and it's a simple thing. A lot of people cut them crooked, cut them too much, chop the ends off. It doesn't work like that. First, we'll do the Maduro. Torpedo. You look at the torpedo, and you look about how much that you would like to have inhaling from, and I think about a 1/2 inch diameter would be good. So you take your cigar cutter, this is known as a guillotine cigar cutter, and you put it right about where you want it to be cut, like this, and you chop. If you notice right there, I have a nice straight cut about a 1/2 inch. Then you check it. Do you get a nice easy draw? You don't want to blow a vein out of your head, you just want to relax and have this cigar. Okay, that one we're going to put down. And now I'm going to show you how to cut the regular crown cap. This is the one that people butcher the most because it's more difficult. If you look at the crown cap, it has a radius on both sides. What you want to do is have the cutter hit just about in the corner of the radius. So we're going to take off, it's going to be hard to show on the camera, but a very, very slight amount. Just cut the end off, and you're going to want to have a straight cut with just about a 1/2 inch exposed again. Why don't you test that and see if you get enough of a draw.
Perfect.
Okay, very good. Okay, now we're going to get the lighting of the cigar. Most people use a butane lighter, which is not a bad choice. Nice torch, all right? It's a good way to do it. Some people use wooden matches, okay? Not the best choice. And the aficionado might use a piece of cedar, and there's a reason for this. Okay. One of the reasons why you don't really want to use a match is because when you light this match, a lot of people take the cigar, light the match, and light the cigar, and as they're doing it, they draw and inhale in, and they get some flavor from the sulfur from the match in their cigar. So you can use it in an emergency, but I do not recommend it, okay? You don't want to use that. The second best thing is, of course, a lighter. Everybody has one, a torch. It's good. You light it, blah, 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 just like that, okay? Also, you do not want to inhale this while the flame is touching your cigar, because you get the taste and a little bit of the flavor of butane in your cigar too. Not so great. The best way to light a cigar for flavor is with cedar. A lot of cigar boxes are wrapped in cedar and have cedar inside, and it's good for the cigar. So you would do something like this.
Never seen that.
Never saw that, right? And you would, of course, light your cigar with the cedar. I'm not even sure what you want to call that, but it's a little piece of cedar wood, and you can do it. It's going to go out pretty quick, so you got to kind of get it when it's going. Okay? All right. So that's the ways you light a cigar. Now, grab your cigar. I'm going to show you how to hold a cigar. It's important because you don't want to look like a clown. Some people hold cigars like this, like Europeans. That is not the way to hold a cigar. Where you going, Demps? You had enough? Sometimes the matches bother them. Okay. Or maybe there's a girl dog out there. We'll see what happens. All right. cigar like this, 3 fingers, just like you have it.
It's like this.
Okay? Just like that. 3 fingers. 2 on the front, 1 on the back. Some people do the wraparound. That's okay too. All right? You can. I find the 3-finger grab to be the easiest and the smoothest. Very relaxing. You sit back, you got the 3-finger grab. Somebody wants to throw over the knuckle on top, that's okay too. Do not hold the cigar like this. As far as I'm concerned, there's 16 ways to hold a cigar, and there are only 2 correct ones.
This one is
3
correct.
fingers or the rollover. Okay? Now we're going to light the cigar. I'm going to use a torch first because what you want to do to correctly light a cigar is warm the end. So, you take the torch. Now you're not inhaling. It's important because if you don't inhale, you will not draw the butane into the cigar and get the butane flavor. So, take the cigar and the butane torch and you light it until you can see some red. See it's glowing red almost like a charcoal? Okay? Like that. All right? Once you do that to yours. And then while Chauncey is doing that, I am going to light my cigar with the cedar. Yeah? Okay? And look. That was a perfect light. Doesn't happen every time. Don't do it yet. We're going to light the cedar now. Here, go ahead. Light the cedar. I'll light your cigar for you. Okay, cigar to mouth, and just don't dip down. Remember, don't dip down when someone's lighting a cigar. Stay right where you are. There you go. Keep going. You're getting it. A little more. Okay, you got a nice light too. Okay. Now we've done every important part of having a cigar except for actually having a cigar. So we cut it, we light it properly, we lean back. We think about how life is not treating us so badly, which as far as I'm concerned is the best reason to have a cigar. When you have a cigar in your hand, you're smoking a cigar, you're relaxed, life isn't bad. It's back to the glass of wine. Hang on, Chauncey.
Life is good.
Life is good. Come join us.